Texas A&M football has spent the vast majority of the recent history kind of stagnant, and with a few notable exceptions, has always been kind of considered the little brother of the University of Texas. They have a top 5 fan base in the country based on outright value, but they do continue to underperform on the football field when it matters most. In 2011, A&M made a major step in changing the narrative by going to the SEC, hiring Kevin Sumlin, and landing Johnny Manziel. After his great year in their upset over Alabama, Kenny Hill was the next guy up, and then they got a ton of 5-star recruits like Kyler Murray and Kyle Allen, but unfortunately things only went downhill from there. Then they brought out the Brinks truck and hired Jimbo Fisher, and so far with Kellen Mond at the helm, they got pretty close to the playoff last year. So yeah, A&M football is on the rise, and Jimbo Fisher's definitely trying to make them into a title contender, but who the heck is going to be their quarterback next fall? Kellen Mond will be going into the NFL, and my video on him will drop in just a couple of days. But right now, there's a very intriguing quarterback going on in College Station. What's up, guys? My name is Scott, and today we're going to talk about the quarterback battle that is going on at Texas A&M, go through each guy, the pros and cons of each player, and who I honestly think will start at the end of the day. But first, if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you love college football, and be sure to check out my basketball channel as well. I just made an Instagram for this YouTube page, so be sure to follow that as well. Give the video a like, let me know what topic I could do next, and turn on post notifications so you never miss when we upload, as we will be on an absolute tear these next couple of months. Now let's go ahead and get started and talk about Texas A&M's quarterback room. So today we're going to talk about 3 guys, and the first one is the guy that everyone presumed would be the starter, Haynes King. He brings a very diverse skill set to the quarterback position and has a lot of hype. He was ranked a 4-star recruit and the 5th best dual threat quarterback in his class and was the 131st best player overall. He grew up in Longview, Texas, which is a town known for its high school football program. He was a coach's kid, and his dad was an All-American offensive lineman. With his dad at the helm, King had big shoes to fill while he was there, and he would prove his worth over and over for the Lobos, culminating in a state championship victory his junior year, which was 2018. He was named the MVP for his efforts, and they won 35-34 in a classic finish. King was a 3-sport athlete for the Lobos and ended up picking Texas A&M over Tennessee. His first full year in the A&M system was spent backing up Kellen Mond and securing some garbage time snaps throughout the season. His flashes of speed showed significant promise, and his ability to extend plays with his legs really brought another dimension to the quarterback position. I really like how versatile his game can be, and I think he has the highest ceiling of any of the 3 quarterbacks discussed here, and definitely has the most experience, and I really like Haynes King. Now we turn it over to the next contender in this quarterback battle, in Zach Calzada. Zach went to high school at Lanier High School in Buford, Georgia, a town of about 12,000 people, which is on the northeast side of Atlanta. This is an area of the country known for quality football talent, just like Texas was, and Zach is no exception to this. When compared to King, Calzada is more of a typical SEC gunslinger guy, but still mobile enough to make plays. Calzada committed to the Aggies over Georgia and was ranked as the 20th overall pro-style quarterback and the 487th player in the class of 2019. Calzada has a cannon for an arm and intangibles to succeed as a Power 5 starter. He was compared to Brett Favre by many scouts and has the ability to make deep throws downfield without hesitation. His interception numbers were of concern though, but this is a byproduct of his play style, and for every interception he threw, there were many plays where he was able to throw a receiver open with a gutsy toss. This does have some negatives going into the college game, but a year or 2 under head coach Jimbo Fisher will certainly help his development in that regard, and his decision making will only get better. While Zach certainly brings experience and strength to the quarterback position, I still think it's King's battle to lose, and it's not unreasonable to expect Calzada to hit the portal if King is named the starter. I think this would be a good move for Zach, as he has the talent and experience to contribute to a Power 5 program. Finally, we have the wild card of the bunch in Eli Stowers. Stowers is from Denton, Texas, and that's one of the most talented high school football regions in the Lone Star State. As we all know, Texas is a hotbed for that kind of talent. Ryan and Geyer High Schools have produced a ton of D1 players, including ex-Texas quarterback Gerard Hurd and current Oklahoma State quarterback Spencer Sanders. Stowers comes from championship pedigree, but does he have what it takes to start for the Aggies in 2021? Probably not, to be honest. He'll most likely redshirt during the 2021 season to get better and rehabilitate from an ACL tear that he suffered in the state championship game. He was a big-time player coming out of high school, as he was ranked as the 7th best overall dual-threat quarterback and the 168th player overall in the class of 2021. With an evaluation such as this and a severe injury in the rearview, it makes a lot of sense for him to redshirt during the 2021 season and invest in the position for the future. This is no knock on Stowers' ability in the slightest. I just think he is made for the next era of A&M football and will be the guy we look for in a couple of years. It'll likely be a 2-man race between King and Calzada, but I wanted to talk about all guys in the competition. Overall, you can say Texas A&M is in a great spot at the quarterback position, but there is a saying, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. So one of these guys will have to emerge this spring, summer, or in fall camp, and we need to see a guy separate himself from the other dude. While Calzada and Stowers certainly bring their own skill set to the table, I'm pretty confident this is King's job to lose, and I want to see him be the starter. In a league such as the SEC, having a quarterback who can turn a potential sack into a 20-plus yard game is a legitimate asset, and King best fits that bill. I fully expect Calzada to hit the portal this summer if he loses out on the job, and he will certainly find his way to another Power 5 roster by the fall. If that news does happen, I'll be sure to do a video on that in the time, so be sure to turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I upload. The portal is a great thing for college football players themselves, but it definitely will have an effect on the game, and I don't want to see any of these talented quarterbacks' careers wasted. Eli Stowers will push both quarterbacks, but he will likely not see the field until 2023. I also want to touch a little bit more on Haynes King and just how good he was in high school. He threw for 423 yards and a pair of touchdowns in their first state championship win in 81 years, a game in which they won 35-34. His dad was the head coach of the high school, and King was the offensive MVP of that championship game, and his dad said, quote, "It was the greatest moment of my coaching career. Not only between he and I, but all of his buddies that he had grown up with playing Pee Wee Bowl, and their parents that we had a relationship with. Seeing those kids go from 3rd grade to winning the state championship was unbelievable. Haynes told me he was going to win a state championship, and I had given him hell ever since he started football because I won one in high school and I know how special those are. I was always prodding him to get that fire burning in his belly. He backed it up and played his best in the biggest moment of his high school career. He didn't do it for himself. He did it for the whole town of Longview." This quote really stuck out to me, as this is a guy who set a goal in his mind and made it happen. It's not like this school is competing for the state championship every year, as he won the first one in 81 years. As I said, so this dude wants to win, he wants to represent his community, and he wants to bring others with him, and that's exactly what you want in a quarterback. Also, since he is the son of the coach, I guarantee you he knows the X's and O's, and I think Haynes King is a difference maker, and I think he'll be a step better than Mond was. But yeah, today was a preview on the Texas A&M quarterback situation between Haynes King, Zach Calzada, and freshman Eli Stowers. King will likely win the job, Calzada will likely be a guy who enters the portal, and Stowers is the later future of the program. And let me know what you think of each of these guys and who you think will win. Texas A&M is a very intriguing team for the 2021 season, and they're in the top 10 for a lot of programs, and some people do think they can make a playoff run. Let me know what you think of this quarterback battle, who you think will win, and what you think of the Aggies program for this year. Let me know all that down in the comment section, and also be sure to let me know another school I should do next, another topic, another coach, another player, anything college football related that I could touch on in a video. Drop that down below. Check out my Instagram, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and check out all my other videos on the end screen, including my quarterback battle for the Oregon Ducks. I hope to see you guys again soon, but until next time, peace.